Shibli prayed to God, "O Allah, thou art almighty and great. Resurrect me blind on the day of resurrection, so that even my eyes may not behold thee." For a long time I used to think that I was rejoicing the love of God and was intimate with contemplation of Him. Now I know that intimacy is impossible except with a congener. Once Shibli was confined to lunatic asylum. Dear friends came to visit him. Shibli started pelting them with stone, so they ran away. Shibli laughed and said, "Oh, you liars! If you were my dear friends, you would have been patient when I put you to trial, but you ran away. Nothing in the world can attract me, nor can anything enslave me by its virtue or beauty. He who delivers a sermon as a matter of routine and the audience who hear it in that spirit do not reap benefit from the discourse. They rather lose by doing so. The very least sign of poverty, fake you are, is that if all the wealth of this world were given to one man and he spent it all in charity in one day, but then it occurred to him that he should have saved enough for one day's food, he would not be truthful in this poverty. The greatest loss of an individual is to be deprived of his vision. Steadfastness means that you face every moment as if it were the resurrection. The enlightened saint, Arif, sees none besides God, meets none besides Him, and loves none besides Him. Thankfulness is awareness of the giver of blessings, not the blessings. God is indeed merciful. I know His mercy, but I have never asked Him to be merciful to me. The Sufis are children in the lap of God. Sufism is a flaming flash of lightning, and Sufism is being protected from paying heed to creation. The Sufi is separated from mankind and united with God, as he says to Moses, "I have attached you to myself." More precious than 1,000 years past and 1,000 years to come is this present moment for you. Be not deluded by anything material. Know that in the realm of the soul, past and future are the same as present. For the enlightened one, a moment's forgetfulness of the Lord is the greatest heresy. Dissociate with all, for that is the sign of attaining to the nearness of God. Cherish no thought but of Him, for every thought besides Him is mere stupidity. Someone asked, "What is love?" He replied, "It is like a cup of fire which blazes terribly. When it takes root in the senses and settle in the heart, it annihilates." Sincere recollection of God by a devotee lies in forgetting his recollection, because awareness of recollection implies the devotee's association to his own self. The Gnostic does not look to anything other than Him, does not speak by the speech of anything other than Him, and does not perceive any protector for himself other than God Most High. Love is called Mahaba because it obliterates everything but the beloved from the heart. He also said, "Love means that you are jealous for the beloved, lest one like yourself love him." For the Gnostic there is no attachment. For the lover there is no grievance. For the servant there is no claim. For the one who fears God there is no rest, and for no one is there escape from God. I am the dot, under the letter B. Tasawwuf is control of the faculties and observance of the breaths. That which is in your fate you shall receive in spite of all obstacles, and that which is not in your destiny, by no effort on your part you can secure it. So what is there against which you have to practice piety, Zood? One who sleeps an hour in the night in forgetfulness of God is left behind in the spiritual race by 1,000 years in the end. Someone asked, "What kind of patience is most difficult for the patient?" He said, "Patience. Onward God, patience for God, or patience with God, and finally, patience away from God." Saying this, he shrieked, and his soul was almost destroyed. There are two kinds of jealousy: human jealousy for one another and divine jealousy for their hearts. Divine jealousy is for the breaths of men, lest they be wasted on other than God. The lower self is a part of the external or the unreal world, and thus the saint guards his inner self. Sufism is polytheism because it is the guarding of the heart from the vision of other, and other does not exist. Sufi is separated from mankind and united with God, as God hath said, "And I chose thee for myself." He separated him from all others,